Okay, everybody, here we go. I'm laughing. I'm laughing before you get started. So yeah, it's still me, Greg Mannarino. Wednesday, May 10th, 2023. It's days like today which really make people wonder about how fake this market actually is. Let's talk about this. So this morning we got so-called good economic news here. Inflation continues to rise. It actually gets better than that. Not only, you see, this is the stuff they're not going to let you know about. And I'm going to tell you, I'm going to let you in on a little secret. Are you ready for the secret I'm going to let you in on? So inflation continues to rise, and this is supposed to be something good. All right. I don't understand that. Meanwhile, real wages, that is what people are earning based against rising inflation, is now down for 25 consecutive months. For 25 consecutive months, real wages have been falling off of a freaking cliff. How is this supposed to be in any way, shape, or form good? Well, let's talk about the market. When the market heard the news this morning, I mean, it was like orgasmic. Seriously. Market started off out of the gate higher across the board, triple digit gains. It was just lovely. And then, everything started to turn around. I mean, deeply in the negative at one point. The Dow Jones Industrial Average was down about 325 points at the low. And then a miracle happened. A freaking miracle happened. Just like all of a sudden the cavalry comes in, buying, prop the market back up. I mean, we finished mixed. Dow finished slightly negative. S&P, NASDAQ finished positive here. But you can't make this stuff up. People stay away from the market when they see something like this. Obviously, they didn't want the market to fall on this so-called good economic news that we got today. Again, how is it? Tell me again. I don't understand. Inflation continues to rise. That's what they're letting us know about. Okay, according to what they're letting us know, 5%. The inflation rate is now 5%. Do you believe that number? How about I don't? I don't think you do either. And then again, based against what people are earning, real wages down for more than 2 consecutive years. And do you think this is going to change? Oh, yes, I forgot to mention this. We did send another $1.2 billion in weapons packages over to Ukraine here. You see, there's endless money, endless cash for war. But when it comes to other things, like, for example, getting this whole thing squared away with the debt ceiling, no, can't work on that. That's just whatever it might be. But endless money to fight wars. You know how this works here. It's unbelievable. Where's the outcry? Where's the uproar? Where are the people in the streets? Oh, they're nowhere. Imagine my shock here. Oh, are you shocked? Before I touch on, I have 2 pages of stuff here I want to go over with you. Before I get to that, so let's just do a little thing here with the market. So, as I said, market finished mixed despite a whipsaw day almost into the pit of hell. Thank you, Dow. I appreciate that. So whipsaw day in the market, all over the place. The entire yield curve came down today. I'm going to say reasonably substantially. So a rally here in the debt market. Okay, cash going into the debt market. Same time, cash obviously making its way into the stock market. A simultaneous rally here. Gold and silver, unfortunately, falling under pressure. Crude oil falling under pressure. Bitcoin, cryptocurrencies relatively flat here. That was the day. Lovely, fantastic. It's just out of control. Now, with that, let me touch on some of the lovely things before I go over some stuff with all of you here. So inflation continues to rise. Real wages down for 25 consecutive months. You can't make this stuff up. And obviously, I just covered this. I'm just reading through this. $1.2 billion for the war that we're obviously funding here. Let's see here on this. You know what? This page, I'm just gonna forget that. Now let's focus on the other thing. Okay, I'm talking about the big banks. You see, I'm laughing. I'm laughing again, people. So We realize there is a con job going on, a confidence game. Okay. That's part of why the market got propped up today. They couldn't allow the market to fall as it was falling precipitously. Could allow that to happen with so-called good economic news. All right. Joe Biden re-election campaign. You know how this works here. Um, it's just a freak show, but that's a whole other story. Now you and I have known, I don't know, about 9 months ago, we started talking about how the banks were in trouble, no deposits, no loans, no deals. We witnessed it's not over at all by a long shot. What's going on with the regional banks, the smaller institutions here, that their troubles are just starting. Obviously, they're being propped up. They have a lifeline to the Fed. We're not allowed to know about it. We're not allowed to know about it again. But Investors Business Daily was the only media outlet source that I was able to find that outlined for us what's going on. $32.6 billion lifeline, temporary, obviously, to 19 of these banks. Now, the bigger banks are in a lot of trouble. What happened? Of course, you got deposits from these smaller institutions. They were pulled, put into the larger institutions. Thank you, Eduardo, which did make up for some of the difference. But year over year, and I want you to look this up for you, year over year, these big institutions here, their deposits have cratered hundreds of billions of dollars. So now we have a situation again with these big institutions. We have, again, deposits falling off of a cliff, no loans and no deals. That still is happening. Okay. Not only that, these institutions are full, I mean, chock full of toxic assets. This commercial real estate issue, and it's getting a lot of attention even on the mainstream. I mean, don't you see, we're not allowed to know what's on these banks' books with regard to their liabilities. If you were to zero it out, they are deeply, 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 and I mean deeply inverted in the negative here. Not only are these institutions here holding toxic real estate assets here, they're holding bonds. Who even knows how much bonds these institutions are holding here that are losing a value? Not only that, it gets even better. We got loan defaults continuing to skyrocket. These banks are loaded with bad debt. Okay. And these are the big banks. Now, I have said right here on this blog, forget about what's going on here with the smaller institutions. You know, that you can't know about it. It's kind of getting brushed under the rug. You're not even hearing too much about it. If you do like me, and I flip through, CNBC, Fox Business, Bloomberg, all this stuff here, no mention. It's gone. It's fixed now because you don't hear it. You see, out of sight, out of mind. But these large institutions, they got a problem. They got a mega problem here. And we are going to see some consolidation. They're not going to call it a failure. Understand what we're looking at here. Okay. I believe, beyond any shadow of a doubt, a mega bank, one of these mega banks, or maybe two, they're going to fail, but it's not going to be called fail. It's going to be a merger and acquisition. You're not going to be told the truth as to why it's going on here. But there's no doubt this is what they need to do to, again, get us set up for the new system. It must be consolidated. Power must be consolidated. The too big to fails are going to get way, 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 way bigger. So just be ready for this here, okay? Where is your cash safe? Nowhere. How is that? First of all, with the devaluing of the currency here, again, real wages now down for 25 consecutive months. You think just being in cash is a good spot? I don't think so. I really don't. Honestly, you got to step back. Look at the bigger picture and realize what's going on here. Central banks, they have the world by the throat. They've had the world and everybody, you and me included, by the throat for a very, very long time. We're living in a side effect of what they have planned. What they have planned is probably a lot worse off than any of us can really imagine, because there's going to be a crisis. There must be a crisis of epic proportions. so they can finish the job. You know, the same words of Joe Biden's reelection campaign, let's finish the job. See, they let these little things out once in a while. Do you understand? The truth is always there. You just got to kind of listen for it a little bit. When Joe Biden is saying we want to finish the job, he understands what's going on here. Again, all these presidents, they're puppets. All these politicians, they're puppets. We have no representation. We have no voices. Just don't. Okay. So the job is being finished. Again, we have endless cash for wars. Just ask Joe Biden. Oh, ask him. He'll tell you. But not for everything else, honestly. The American people, the people of the world, living under the rulership of a tyrannical organization known collectively as central banks, and they are determined to wipe the freak out a large portion of the population. Middle class is getting squeezed to death. They're going to the lower rung of society. So just be ready. Be ready for what is coming. You got it? Let me just make sure I covered everything here that I wanted to with all of you. Pretty much that's it, people. That's where we stand. Today was very, very interesting, if you ask me. This market. I mean, it just is. Today was a classic example. Thank you, Kelly. Kelly 907 Racing. Wow, appreciate that. Yes, people. Mika, thank you for reminding me. Magic Mika. Thumbs up, people are so important. I got 1,213 people here. 460 thumbs up. I appreciate every single one of them, but we can do better than that. I know we can do better than that. Anyway, this thumbs up are so important. What I was saying was, again, it's days like today, which when you see the plunge protection team in action, again, market was selling off hard. Then, just like magic, things just started getting. This is the Federal Reserve. They have a trading desk. You don't believe Greg Mannarino? Look this up for yourself. Thank you, Matt Ellsworth. They have a trading desk. They don't just look at it, stare at it, frolic in front of it. They don't do any of these kinds of things. They use it. They get in here and they buy the market. Again, you know, with the Joe Biden reelection campaign, things are they're not real, and you know that they're gonna get more not real. Thank you, being justified. Anyway, that's kind of where we are, people, with all this here. Honestly, 590 thumbs up. I really do appreciate all of you. Honestly, thank you so much. Exactly, Jerome. See, Jerome Powell is here with us, and he's telling you you're gonna eat bugs. They want you to eat millipedes, roaches, any kind of insect, and then they want you, of course, to be happy about it, because at least you're getting something. At least you're getting something here. They're taking everything away from us, people, systematically dismantling the current system. You all know that. We've been talking about this since time immemorial. Okay, it's really accelerating now, and they want you to be happy with whatever you have. Whatever you get, you must be happy with that. Again, they're going to float out the authority figures to tell you what you know is not true. Again, how many of you out here really believe that inflation is only moving forward at 5%? I think it's way, 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 way more than that. This is what they're letting us know about. It's 3-4 times higher than that, quite obviously. And then if you base that against real wages that are down now, like I said, 25 consecutive months, I mean, it's theft. It's grand theft on an unimaginable scale. Do you realize? Very few people realize what I'm about to say. Trillions, and I mean this, but trillions and trillions and trillions of dollars in realized wealth has been stolen via the mechanism of suppressed rates here since the last meltdown by people who have an interest earning account, a savings account. This used to be what people did years ago. You know, you put your money away. It outpaces in the growth of the cash you earn outpaces inflation, and you do really well. But no longer. This mechanism is gone. It's completely gone. Trillions of dollars in real wealth has been stolen away, only to re-prop up a real estate bubble, re-prop up a stock market bubble. Thank you, Diana. You understand? But again, where's the outcry? Where's the revolution? Where are the people in the streets? Nothing. Crickets. Zero. You don't hear a damn freaking thing. Exactly. The Fed trades every freaking day. Goulestein the gargoyle. Oh, that's good. That's good. Anyway, yeah. Anyway, people, I don't know what else to tell you. We got this down. At least I hope we do. I know for a fact that we are doing the right thing, betting against the debt, becoming our own central bank, realizing again, hundreds of billions to fund this war and whatever cash they want to throw over there for something else here. Not enough to fund our nation, to fund the country. Everything, it's crazy. But again, no revolt, no revolution. They won't be, because what have they done and what are they doing now? Making people more dependent on the system, more dependent on the system, more dependent on the system. Exit move? No. I am not getting out of this. Please, people, with these freaking questions, I understand. Look, I am short SPY. I will stay this way. My options don't expire until freaking August. Why would I sell them now? I mean, honestly, no, I'm not closing that position. First one did well. It did okay. I made 8% on that trade. Okay, 8%, that's okay. This next one, I think, has the potential to make a lot more. Let's see where it goes. I'm in that trade, all right? People, this guy from the heart loves all you, and I mean this, and I want to thank all of you for these thumbs up. We got 712 here, we got 1,400 and change people watching. I can't tell you how happy I am about that. I'm happy to be here. Lord Humongous, you're awesome, dude. I love this guy. This guy has been with me for freaking years. Anyway, he's definitely one of my crew here. You all are. All of you here are on my crew. We got each other's backs. We take care of each other. Nick the Pig. Where is Nick the Pig? He's kind of vanished, Nick the Pig, since that last one we hit. What was it? MMRI 300. Nick the Pig got floated out along with, I think it was Mary Dolly, whatever it is, and then all of a sudden the market just got all orgasmic. It's unbelievable. It really is. All right, people, I'm going to call this video. We're at just about 17 minutes. Again, thank you all for being here. Thank you. Thoughts on treasuries? Maturing in June. I mean, I don't know how long you've had these things, but if I don't happen to think that's a good place to be in here. I mean, look, I know there's people out here buying, quite obviously, the short end of the yield curve because of the action that we've seen here lately. I mean, if you have to, okay, let's just put it this way. All right. This is kind of a good question. All right. About this. If you have to buy anything here, you want to buy the short end of the curve. Obviously, you want to buy anyone. Let me just say this: anybody who's buying the long end of the yield curve, you got to be really, really nuts. And you probably should see your doctor and maybe have your medications increased. Understand? But anyway, that's my take on this. I hope, for those of you that like to put money to work, at least in something. I guess if you had to, you could put some cash to work in the short end of the yield curve. But I'll be honest with you, it's not for me. I think most of you know that already. I just don't like it at all. But that's just Greg. All right, look, I'm really going to end this video. Thank you again, all of you. You're the best, greatest. Love you from the heart. Thank you for those thumbs up. Again, 812. It's a good number. I will, of course, see all of you in the morning. Let's see where this whole thing goes, how it plays out. Let's see what else they do with this freaking freak show and market. All right. Thank you. Thank you for being here, everybody. See you later.